what is called God spot? What is the spot? That is spot of that Almighty, that is the God spot, that is the spot of that Creator within us, and every human being, every human brain has that spot. That is the God spot. That is the parietal cortex situated within the left hand side inferior of the lobe of the human brain. That neuron area is called the God spot. That is the parietal cortex. Parietal cortex becomes activated whenever a person gets involved in any kind of spiritual practice or in any kind of awareness program. For instance, when you become mindful, whenever you're eating, it is that moment which makes you mindful, and the moment that makes you mindful, your God spot within you, the left hand side parietal cortex, get activated whenever you are aware of the act that you are doing, whenever you come face to face with yourself, face to face with your inner intelligence, that is the cosmic intelligence. So the connection of the subconscious with the cosmic intelligence, that connection activates, that contributes, that is directly proportional to the parietal cortex, which is situated where? It is situated in the left hand side inferior lobe of the parietal cortex neuronic area, and the neuronal system is in direct resemblance with the cosmic intelligence and the cosmic web. How? Science has proven, the research study has proven that the entire networking system, the complexities of the networking system of the human brain, the neuronal network, and the complexity of the cluster of the galaxy which is within the cosmic web. What comprises the cosmic web? The universe. The visible universe comprises of the cosmic web, and within the cosmic web there is the galaxy cluster, and the galaxy cluster is huge, it is vast, it is complex, and it is vastly interconnected. This activity of interconnection holds same and holds true in the case of the human brain neuronal network. The neuronal network composes of 69 billions of neurons, and these neurons interconnect with each other and guide and provide and mentor the activity of the human being. Whatever action he conducts, that action is conducted, that action is guided, that action is made to happen by those neurons and by the interconnection system of those neurons. It is a detailed, complex analysis which is of significance important to every human being, irrespective of whether you are a worshipper or a believer or a non-believer or an atheist or a theist, whatever a human being believes in. Whenever the human being becomes mindful and aware or attentive about any particular activity or any moment, even when you're sleeping, the moment when you're active and when you're conscious about your breathing, that is the moment where the parietal cortex becomes active. That is the God spot within you. The Almighty, the spot of the Creator becomes active within you. Why does it happen? Because science has it say that human brain is similar to the networking system of the huge, vast, complex universe. So what does it prove? It proves the similarity because by the law of physics, the networking system and the entire composition, the way it looks, the way it appears, it resembles the human brain, appears the entire cosmic web. And now 30% within the cosmic web and 30% within the human brain is composed of galaxies and neurons. Per se, the supreme universe, 30% it has the galaxies, and the human brain 30% composed of the neurons. 70% of both networking system, that is of the universe, of the cosmic web, and the 70% of the human brain is composed of dark matter, dark energy, nothingness, and the human brain 70% is composed of water. So the dark matter is what? It is nothingness. So whatever particles in the form of energy, whatever components are in the form of fluid, in the form of nothingness, is within the human brain. And when it comes to the cosmic intelligence, it is the same. 70% is filled with nothingness and fluid and dark matter and dark energy in both cases, and 30% comprises of, in this case, the neurons, in this case the galaxies, the cluster of galaxies. So this similarity, it is by all the physics laws hold same in both the cases, and thereby the scientific researchers has proven, and it is indicating towards a macro picture, towards a bigger reality, and that is every human brain by itself is equivalent to the whole huge cosmic energy, the cosmic web. So we are walking universe. We humans are nothing but walking universe in ourselves, by ourselves. We are so empowered that supreme consciousness has designed this universal law and empowered us in such a way that by being able to connect with that ancient, by being able to connect with that supreme consciousness, by being able to take the help of the signals of the universe, by that cosmic intelligence, no human will be dependent on any educational system, on any jobs or anything, any human being, any human relation. These things are to enhance human being. The society, the societal standards, the relationship, the educational system, the way and means to earn your income and revenue, all these are there as a participant, as a part and parcel of life that is there to increase the quality of human life. But this is not something that can bound you. This is not something that should turmoil or trouble the human being or enslave human being. Human being should not be slave to any of the external things and the external illusion, because at the end of the day it is all about the cosmic intelligence, and it has been designed in such a way thereby the parietal cortex is activated every time you are aware. You eating food, just between somewhere one bite which you're taking, you're aware and you eating mindfully. That particular moment, the God spot there, that is the parietal cortex, is activated. Whenever a sadhak, a spiritual speaker focuses, spiritual seeker completely focuses on spiritual practices, he is meditating, he is breathing, he is inhaling, he is exhaling. At that point of time, what he is doing is, he is improving the intuitive power by what? By the means of activating the parietal cortex. Parietal cortex contributes in the activation and empowering of the intuitive skills, because how do we connect with the cosmic intelligence? Whenever you think of investing on a share market, there have been moments where you immediately stop and you take a particular kind of decision that no, something you sense is not going to be right, and you feel you're going to have loss. You click a particular button. That is an immediate involuntary reaction that has no rhyme or reason, that cannot be justified, that has no justification, rhyme or reasoning. It's just the gut feeling. You just felt something, and when you felt something, this is not to be ignored, and it is not that happened by click, by chance. No, there is nothing called by chance. It all happened with the guidance and the signal of the universal, of the cosmic intelligence. It is just that at that point of time, you were able to read and you get connected to that intelligence of the cosmic intelligence, and you took that kind of decision. Most of the times, the difference between a normal common man and a spiritual seeker is a spiritual seeker will be aware of whatever he is doing, the decisions that he is making. And on the other hand, a common man, because there are times, because even though a person has no interest in spirituality, but the spirituality is not detached. The spiritual science cannot be detached with human being. It goes hand in hand with the human science. So even if a person doesn't believe consciously in spirituality, there are many a times when knowing unknowingly the person gets connected with the cosmic intelligence, because it has to get connected with the cosmic intelligence, otherwise we cannot survive. But the difference here is a spiritual seeker is aware of it, he is consciously working on the intuitive power. So most of the times he is being able to make the intuitive judgments, and he is able to read the things, he is able to sense and feel that X factor, that sixth sense which is missing in a normal case, a normal human being who is disinterested in the spiritual science, because he doesn't make an effort to consciously work on it. This is the only difference. When you consciously make a decision to work on your intuitive power, whenever we are focused, whenever we are studying, whenever we are improving our focus, our memory power, whenever we are alert about something. You have seen animals, whenever an animal is alert about something, it is that God spot. It is that universal spot, that is the cosmic intelligence spot. It is the spot of the supreme consciousness. It is being referred to as God spot, but it is the parietal cortex. So understanding the science of it and implying it and doing a meditative practice, a spiritual practice which enable a spiritual seeker to reach the heights. But if you choose to be a spiritual monk, if you want to give away the worldly affairs and lead a life of a spiritual monk just in order to escape the day-to-day activities, the day-to-day trouble. Now escapism is all about intention. The escapism, the intent itself will make a full stop in your journey of spirituality, because escapism is not about, spirituality is much beyond. It is not about worshipping. Spirituality is all about communicating with the supreme consciousness and with that creator. And if you want to communicate with that creator, it is the intuitive power, it is the instruments and the weapons within us that empower us, and those are nothing but the indriya, the senses, the five senses, the five elements that has made us, that has created us. And it is all about connecting with the cosmic intelligence, because that cosmic intelligence has its world, that cosmic intelligence has its say in the roots, in the plants, in the plant kingdom, animal kingdom, the human kingdom. It is all about the cosmic intelligence, and we have to directly connect with it. We have to consciously work upon ourselves, so that when we increase our intuitive power, that is when we begin to read the signs. That is when we begin to see the decisions that we are making, where we are going wrong. Here I'm not going wrong. I'll be able to have a strong control on my impulse. I will be able to I will have a strong control on the decisions that I'm making out of impulse and out of balance. When I'm very, very angry, it is not the involuntary action that will be able to make me do something, because my brains are not out of my control, but my brain is in my control, because I'm trying to work on it. I'm increasing my intuitive power. So brain neurons, the neuronal networking system of the brain will get connected to the cosmic intelligence, and it will make me take the right kind of decisions. My decisions will have balance, my decisions will have maturity, my decisions will have intelligence, and above all, my decision will have the intention. My decision will have that connectivity, that intuitive connectivity with the cosmic energy, with the supreme consciousness. Bread 41 days of life-changing course, life-changing experience, no dependency, what the slavery. Bread, it is all about the dependency, because at the end of the day, when we choose to be dependent on the external factors, then somehow we are cutting our wings, we are blocking our way to liberation, and we are not getting liberated. And being liberated is not about breaking rules, it is not about breaking societal norms, it is not about doing the unconventional things, because today it is more of a fashion that be unconventional, be that maverick and do something that is not normal, that generally people don't do. So be different. So in the quest of being different, we miss out on so many things that may be most ordinary, that is not different, but we have not explored that extraordinary lying in that ordinary, that uncommon factor hidden within the common. So let's get in touch with the cosmic energy. There is nothing extraordinary about it, there is nothing uncommon or maverick or different about it, but in itself is that supreme power. And when something is supreme, when something is clear, when something is pure, it is above the day-to-day knowledge, it is about the day-to-day theories, it is about the day-to-day belief system, it is about supreme. And supreme and divine by itself are two words that define itself. It is a cosmic intelligence. Let's connect to it. Bread, no dependency, what the slavery. Bread.